Hello there, let's play a little game. I'll show you a few symbols and you have to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when you see them. Okay, so here comes the first one. Of course, that's a smiley face, and I'm sure that the moment you see it, you think of happiness or something really nice. Let's do something that's a little less obvious, alright? That's a triangle. I think of an arrow pointing to the right. Can you think of something else? It could also be the play button, the one that we see in music players. And what is this? Well, I'm a big foodie, so this reminds me of a pizza with a slice taken off. What else? Pac-Man. Yes, and since we are doing math, this also reminds me of a pie chart. Let's see what we have next. Oh, the mysterious X. I think of a wrong answer when I see this. You know, a crossed out answer. Speaking of wrong answers, it certainly reminds me of algebra. Wherever there is algebra, there is an X. But what is the mystery behind the letter X? Have you ever thought about it? It's always X with Y as its little sidekick that is used in almost every equation that is given to us to solve where we had to find X. It's a bit strange, right? We have as many as 26 alphabets in the English language. So why X? Well, that's something to think about. I don't know a story behind it, but I'll save it for the end of the session. And this reminds me of our topic for the session, which is linear equations in one variable. Great. So before we dive into it, let us discuss a few concepts that need to be clear in your head so that you can understand everything else. So here I have a few expressions that I want you to take a look at. The expressions are 2x, 2x plus 5, x minus 10, xy, x square y, xy plus 2, x square plus 10, and the last one x cube plus 12. Have you seen them before? What do you think about these? Well, all of these are algebraic expressions. If you remember, we studied them in the 7th grade as well, right? So as we can see here, these algebraic terms have one or more terms containing the letters x and y, which denote an unknown value, and then there are numbers along with them. Let's take one of these expressions. Say 2x plus 5, we see that it contains two terms, 2x and 5, separated by the mathematical operator plus. In the term 2x, x is called the variable and 2 is called the coefficient of x, while the second term 5 is the constant. Now let's have a look at the expression xy plus 2. In this expression, the terms are xy and 2. Here the variables are x and y, and they are multiplied together to form the term xy. Also, the coefficient of xy is 1, while 2 is called the constant term as it has no variable multiplied to it. Now I want you to have a look at another set of expressions. We have 2x plus 5 is equal to 3, 3x minus 10 is equal to minus 1, 2x is equal to 8, x square plus 10 is equal to 14, xy plus 13 is equal to 0, and x plus y is equal to 5. These look quite similar to the first set of expressions that we saw, don't they? Even these expressions have different terms which are variables and constants, but they are not exactly the same. Can you spot the difference between two sets of expressions? Well, if you observe the difference between the previous expressions and these expressions is that we have equal to signs here. Such expressions having an equality sign are known as equations. So all the expressions in the second set are equations. And why is that? It's because an equation is an equality. Got that? No? Okay, so I'll explain it to you. We'll take the equation 2x plus 5 is equal to 3 and replace x with minus 1. Our left hand side or LHS will be 2 into minus 1 plus 5, which is equal to minus 2 plus 5, and that is equal to 3. Also, guess what? That checks out since our RHS or right hand side is also equal to 3. So when x is equal to minus 1, then LHS is equal to RHS, and thus we can say that x is equal to minus 1 is the solution of that equation. In general terms, we can say that whenever we have a value of x for which LHS is equal to RHS, that value of x becomes a solution of the given equation. Here we simply put a random value and got the solution, but that won't work all the time. We can't keep putting values until we get the right one, because x can practically have any value and there are infinite numbers in math. But an examination only allows you a few minutes to solve an equation. You can't possibly sit and attempt putting all these random values in place of x to see what checks out, right? So to solve an equation, we need a proper approach. Let's see what it is. If you remember, we imagined an equation to be a balance where both sides of the equation are the two pans of the balance. In a balance, we have to adjust the weight on either of the pans to make them equal, and that is what we do even in an equation. We have to perform a few mathematical operations on both sides to maintain balance between them. So in the equation 2x plus 5 equal to 3, we can do one thing. We can subtract 5 from both the sides of the equation to get 2x plus 5 minus 5 is equal to 3 minus 5. Now plus 5 and minus 5 cancel out because 5 minus 5 is equal to 0 and only 2x remains on the LHS. At the same time, 3 minus 5 gives minus 2 on the RHS, and so we get the equation as 2x is equal to minus 2. By dividing by 2 on both the sides, we will get the LHS as 2x divided by 2 and the RHS as minus 2 divided by 2. Now 2x by 2 is nothing but x, while minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. And so we get x is equal to minus 1, and that is the solution of the given equation where we had to find x. Just remember one thing, while solving such equations, whenever you add, subtract, multiply or divide a number that is not a part of the equation, make sure you do it on both the sides. Now, why are we looking at these equations? That's because these linear equations have a lot of applications in our day-to-day life. How? Well, we'll find out. With that, we have come towards the end of another great session. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. We shall continue solving more equations in our next sessions. Until then, keep practicing. Tutormate. For more amazing video lectures, download the free app on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.